Are
Y'all,
yummy.
y'all probably gotta do that again because, like, yeah, it didn't.
That's good. That was the point.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you guys have a favorite bone? I wanted to
Uh,
ask you all this.
Femur?
That's a good one. That's a classic.
Wish.
That's good
Jawbone.
as well. Jawbone's a solid, a good mandible.
Wait, no, like the little
Tibia.
the bone in your arm.
Are you talking about like?
That
Does it have to be
crosses-
like is that the humerus?
Mm.
Are there wishbones in people? Is that the humans have a wishbone?
I don't believe so,
I'd
but I
let you
don't
dig out
actually
the
know.
wishbone out of my body so you could use it to wish.
That's hot.
If I have to give an actual one, clavicle, just cause it's fun to
Clavicle.
say. Just cause it's fun to say.
Clavicle is a good one. Good
If
shit.
it doesn't have to be human, then wish.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm a fan of the atlas bone and its lover, the axis bone.
Oh.
The first two vertebrae of the spine that connect your
Atlas bone.
spine. Yeah, it's the one that connects your spine to your skull.
God, I feel like I'm in A and P.
You keep me together.
It
I
lets
feel
your
like
head
I'm
to
in
your
A and
skull grind.
P.
Yep.
Oh, the phalanges are also fun, just because that's also like
Phalanges are fun.
because they're fun. Same.
Phalanges. Dancing phalanges.
Oh.
Yeah. Bones reference. Bitch.
Nice.
And then you got the capitellum. Or capitellum, however you pronounce that. The knob-like surface around the head of the radius of the humerus bone. God, A and P, I never want to go back. Literally was in that class for like 2 weeks, and then I dropped it. Because it was not necessary. I found out it was not necessary for my degree at the time. So I was like, nope, I'm not staying here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why would I stay there when it's not necessary?
I took a good few anatomy classes because I was in mortuary science for a while.
And those are the people who go into morgue work and stuff like that.
Yes.
I knew someone who actually got to work in a funeral parlor and stuff.
Oh,
and then they were a mortuary assistant, and then they decided this is not for me because it's very depressing. And I'm like,
yeah, that's pretty much That's why I kind of stopped, because the like major that I was in, you get like work experience in a funeral home as part of it. Even if you're gonna branch off and go into something more medical, which is what my plan was, you still have to become a full licensed funeral director. And yeah, I couldn't do the actual dealing with people and their grief aspect of it. Too much, too heavy.
I think the other thing that they tried to do afterwards, because they're a night owl, so they decided to work the graveyard ship for a graveyard.
Oh.
And then they're like, they couldn't deal with it after like a few weeks because they're like, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
It's really quiet, and if I do something, then I miss a lot. So, like, you got to be vigilant, and it has to be quiet. That sucks. Like, he was like, I'm not allowed to watch anything except for the screens, and the screens would always just be different parts of the graveyard. It's like audiobooks were fun, but you miss listening to things then. So I'm like, oh, that's how do you deal? You don't. I was like, what do you mean?
So anyway, D&D.
D&D.
Recap for Felly?
Recap. Yeah.
Kneecap.
You guys finished. That's also a good bone. The patella, I believe it's called. Is that right? You guys finished clearing the cave of slimes. Rory got slimed.
In not the fun way.
No. But you did manage to kill the gelatinous pond. Echo found a sword. You guys found a strange doorway, wall type thing surrounded by an anti-magic field, and Echo got her feet wet.
Yep.
Yep.
Echo finally met Lily. You guys went to harass Tyriad again, and he paid you for dealing with the dinosaur issue.
Gotta love harassing Tyriad.
He suggested that the door you found was a remnant of the 100 Years' War, and was perhaps blocking off the sewers. And then you guys convinced him to turn Rory into a cat, and had some fun with that.
And Rory got gaslit into believing wet fur and paws is worse than being covered in acidic slime.
Yes, he did.
The gaslighting was real, folks. The gaslighting was so real.
I didn't know I had it in me.
I believe in
I
it.
mean,
I believe Rory just doesn't know any better. I'm just gonna be honest.
Did you share that one art about Echo and Tyrion in the server?
Which one?
The Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss one?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, when I saw that, I asked Sparksy, I'm like, I didn't know they were besties.
Not yet.
Well,
Not
you've
yet.
accomplished 2 of those 3 so far.
Yeah.
Wait, what
I
did
think
she gatekeep?
No, she's just a girl boss.
And a
That's
gaslighter. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think everyone has seen it at this point, but yeah. That'll be in art in a second, as soon as my phone feels like uploading it. There we go.
Oh yeah, that one. That one slays.
I'm aware that Tyrion has mansplained, and apparently he is a male wife, but when did he manipulate? See,
I
because
guess
like
we'll
Rory
have to
thought he
find out.
manipulated, but then we were told that's not true. So,
You never know.
unless that's the manipulation tactic.
Manipulationception?
Manipulate the people who think you were manipulating, and therefore think they make them believe you're not manipulating.
What did you think he was manipulating that he ended up not being?
Lying to the group, basically.
Oh.
He's like, you're lying to everyone. There's something deceptive here, and then it's like, nope, you guys are just stuck here like the rest of us. So we're dealing.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright,
Ain't that fun?
so yeah, we left off going to bed Thursday night, I believe? Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday the 11th. So we'll come into Friday morning unless anyone has anything over the night that they wish to accomplish.
I have an out of character question.
Mhm.
Does Homer Bum have a scar on his bum now? Or will that have healed?
A new one.
Overnight.
New one probably.
Or will that have healed because of how the city works?
It won't have, you didn't magically heal, right? So it won't have healed yet, but it'll be healing.
There you go.
Definitely still a little raw, though.
No. Mm.
He's
I'm not
raw
gonna finish my
dogging.
I was about to say you can't have your butt be raw, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Hmm.
Of course he can.
Right, so yeah, it's the morning. Let me see. Slight drizzle.
Hi, drizzle.
Slight drizzle.
slightest of drizzles.
Echo will have her servant go into the kitchen and start making breakfast.
Nice.
And she'll go into the bathroom.
Good old morning routine.
Nori gets up, puts on some clothes, and heads to the dining room. Just lazily lazily yawning and saying morning out loud. A little more well rested than normal.
Homer is gonna be irritable on account of his raw bum.
Makes
Not
sense.
the raw bum.
Homer
Yeah.
Robum.
Homer
my
raw
God.
bum.
Oh no.
He's gonna grab some ice from the ice box and probably I think I forgot to mention that I don't have my laptop today.
Alright.
He's probably gonna see him kind of like drag the comfy cushion chair over to the dining room and kind of nudge the dining room chair out of the way. And with some ice and the comfy chair, he's gonna sit his little raw bum into the chair, like kind of like wincing down the way, and kind of give a half nod of acknowledgement to Rory.
And Rory nods in return and asks, "How's the butt, Homer bum?"
You know, I haven't been called Homer Raw Bum in a really long time. He kind of looks down at his sword, and then he kind of like mutters to the sword. Well, yeah, I know you called me that the other night, Vanessa, but geez, can't we be polite in front of Rory? He kind of says sarcastically.
Rory kind of just stares and goes, "Right. Okay." And he kind of just looks back towards the table. You know, I understand now why that burned so much. Rory kind of shudders at the remembering of the tentacles.
Was Homer around for?
He was there.
Okay,
Yes.
He
So
was there.
here's-
He killed the slime. That ended the battle for that scene until Rory went near the edge. So
Yeah, you
Okay.
you killed a slime. Rory went up to the edge of this pool to look in because he saw Gurn shoot into it for seemingly no reason. And then him getting close triggered the pool to shoot out a tendril and grapple him.
Okay. Did Homer see fucking Echo make him turn into a cat, or that was just Echo and?
That was just Echo and Rory.
Okay.
you stayed home because they went to the academy after they got ready back. You had alone
Okay.
time with Vanessa in the bathroom.
Yes.
So
Classic. Absolutely know how to roleplay. Homer's gonna wince in sympathy, and be like, yeah, I think you got it even worse than I did, and I got it pretty bad. Yeah, I know how you feel.
Rory just goes, "At least I had my clothes on." But the burn. He shudders.
I mean,
And
Homer Bum will kind of shrug. Did he really make it that better? I mean, like, I can imagine, the fabric burning into your flesh, and, doesn't make really much of a difference or a barrier.
Rory just kind of thinks about it for a second and goes, "Huh? You know, I was more in shock that I grabbed. So the pain was more the after I plopped onto the ground."
Yeah.
And then Rory just kind of mutters, "Does not compare to wet paws, though." Just under his breath.
Can I see if Homer catches that?
Sure.
Yeah, give me a
Perception.
perception. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm opening my roll for 20 app.
We all know Rory likes to mutter under his breath a lot at this point.
Perception.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, you guys are sitting right next to each other, so.
Quite distinctly. Wet paws. He kind of cracks an eyebrow, like you got your paws. He kind of wiggles his fingers at Rory. Wet? With the
Rory
ass?
kind of looks at them like, "Oh, it's an idiom. Yeah."
Call Homer wants to call bullshit with his bullshit detector.
Oh, do I have to roll deception now?
Yeah. Homer, give me insight. Rory, give me deception.
Oh man.
Pretty good.
Did I roll it? Did I roll?
I got Homer's insight. I haven't gotten your.
Let me press deception.
Oh.
Why did it come up twice?
You probably accidentally clicked twice, maybe, but
Okay.
we'll take the first one. However, what do we do if they match?
Oh, did we both get 20?
Yeah, we both got
Yeah.
20. Yeah, I think I double clicked by accident. So
Roll again?
Alex, is there a
I think in the case of a tie, it goes to the person checking. But I'm not
Oh.
sure in the instance of player-to-player interaction.
Right.
you know what? For the sake of the funny, I'll say he knew. I say he's not deceiving because I think you have a higher modifier than I do, so you should be able to tell. Right? That makes sense, right?
Fair enough.
Homer Bomb leans close, and he kind of, knowing that Rory's lying, he's able to put two and two together. Rory's lying. Echo hates, stinky water getting, any gunk. And he kind of like leans back with an O on his face, and he's like, "Wait, how the fuck?" He'll kind of like look at you with a mixture of shock, like a surprise, and like just sheer confusion. And then he'll kind of like, the look will wipe off his face, and he'll kind of like give like Rory almost a little clap, and he'll be like, kid, you can be even more batshit than me. I didn't know you were a masochist like that, little guy.
Rory kind of just looks at him confused, like, huh? What?
You can deal more with the pain of slime acid than getting your little paws wet. Like, wow, you're really you can even be more random LOL XD than I can. Good job.
Rory just looks at him like, what are you talking about?
You know that I know that you know that I know what you're talking about. Echo turned you into a furry, and you got wet, right?
Rory, upon hearing that, turns beet red and looks the other way and goes, I don't know what you're talking about, Homer Bum.
He lets out a cruel, mocking laugh.
I don't know what you're thinking, but it's not that.
Sure. I'll keep this for future reference. He'll tap the side of his temple.
Not
give
what
him
you
my-
think, Homer Bum. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not what you think.
What do you think would Gurn do if I told him? He laughs cruelly and evilly and sits up suddenly, and then winces at stressing out his bum too much.
Rory kind of does a double blink and he goes, would Gurn care?
No, no, he wouldn't. Oh, I just wanted to rifle your masochistic little chastity belt.
Rory kind of looks at his lap and is like, but I'm not wearing a belt today.
You're my fucking god. He'll drink his moonshine.
Rory kind of asks, does anyone know if we have tea here? Could have sworn we had tea. As he gets up to wander into the kitchen area. Oh, then he turns around. Oh, Homer Bum, we have someone coming to dinner tonight, apparently.
Oh?
Rory kind of just nods while looking through cabinets and boxes.
Who?
I don't know if you remember him. The guard that was at the bridge.
He'll kind of like quirk up his eyebrow and be like, if you're referring to the night that we went over to the city yonder, well, I've gotten quite a few memories of that, but the whole last leg of it is still pretty blurry. Who was that again?
Rory kind of pauses and goes and thinks, his name is Axel? Axel? Axel. That sounds right. Yeah, his name is Axel. Axel? No. He kind of yells out the house, Echo! His name!
She pops her head out. What?
The guy who's coming tonight. What's his name?
It's Axel!
There you go, Homer. It's Axel.
Huh. He'll kind of shrug.
Invited him tonight, so I think we have to be on our best behavior. Whatever that means.
He'll kind of make up noise at that.
It's to thank the guy for helping you. I think. Roy kind of pauses, actually. Why did we invite him to dinner tonight?
Homer kind of quirks an eyebrow up at Rory. Weren't you the one that helped me? Or Tyriad? Carrying me home with his strong twink muscles?
Rory goes, yeah, I mean, but he was the guard that helped me get Tyriad, so...
Ah. Oh.
He also
Well.
let me through into the lunar court, because I kind of begged him to let me through to help you, so... Yeah.
Wow. What a man. Breaking the rules for his own job just to check on a... Wow. Okay, well. Damn.
Rory kind of snaps his head. What do you mean breaking the rules?
Well, folks aren't really allowed crossover from the solar into the lunar, right? Or at that point, anyways, before we got the paperwork hullabaloo thingy.
Rory kind of smacks his hands to his face. Oh my god, you're right!
Yeah, got a lot of respect for him. What a man!
Rory
What a man!
kinda-
He'll nod respectfully. Just
Rory
thinking
kind of
about a
thinks it a
role play.
little. Sorry, you're saying?
Wait, what did you say?
I
So-
said Rory. While you're saying that, Rory sinks a little like to the floor, and then I didn't hear you were saying something until afterwards. So my bad. What did you say?
I forgot.
Oh shit, my bad.
No worries. Mutual not hearing each other moment.
I heard you talking after I talked. I'm like, oh shit, I talked over
The
him. My
Discord
bad.
delay makes things quite difficult sometimes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, so Rory's now sinking into the ground, going, "Oh no, did we get him in trouble? Does he hold a grudge? Is that why he talked to us?" He's muttering to himself on the ground now. What if this is a plot for revenge in his head? That's what he's saying.
Kid, I think you got too much goddamn anxiety. You really
Sorry,
Good morning.
Good morning, Echo. As Rory kind of slowly rises from the ground by the kitchen door.
What are
Good
you?
morning.
What are you doing, Rory?
I was looking for tea.
Oh, it's. I'm sure there's tea, right?
Yeah.
She'll get up, float over straight to the tea, and starts making tea for Rory.
I don't even know what breakfast is. I'm just assuming he wants tea today.
She'll put your tea down in front of you when that's ready, and then at some point the servant will bring out bowls of soft-boiled eggs and toast.
Soft-boiled eggs are great, though. Ooh.
Soft-boiled eggs and toast is my favorite breakfast ever. That's saying
Amazing.
a lot.
You can never underestimate good toast, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or good soft. Ooh, soft legs.
Preferred toasts, everyone?
What?
More than golden brown, but not more than like brown. So
Fair.
it's gotta have that
Bread
little
type?
crunch to it, but not too much where it's like dry as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bread type?
Sourdough.
Sourdough.
Pumpernickel. Never
Pumpernickel's
go
good.
wrong with that. Italian's good if you want sandwiches, though. Only if you like sandwiches.
Sourdough very lightly toasted.
If I'm not being a
Worse.
basic bitch, sourdough.
Worse bread.
If you are being a basic bitch.
White bread.
That's a classic.
Wait. It depends on the brand of white bread. I will judge you. There's only one brand I will judge people for eating if it's white bread.
I probably have different white breads than you, Soul.
It's okay. This is a universal judgment call.
Also,
you
I've been
say-
having a hard time with white bread recently, so.
This is all that matters. It's not a big judgment, but it's still a judgment call. If you say it's your preferred white bread, I'll take anything but this brand. I'm waiting.
I'm trying to go through all the white breads that don't taste like fucking chemicals at this point.
Yeah.
There's one that's deceptive. People think it tastes good, and it tastes like cardboard. And if anyone says they like it, I judge them.
I think Home Pride was safe.
Oh, you're fine if that's it. I was gonna totally judge you if you like Wonder Bread.
Oh no.
No one should like Wonder Bread. Thank you. Thank you. This is the end of my TED Talk.
I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice.
It's a desperation toast.
I don't know if
I'm
I've
gonna say
ever
that.
had Wonder Bread, to be honest with
Wonder Bread is expensive and it's not real
you.
bread.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's not real bread. So if you say it's, if people said it's because I'm poor and like I can't afford bread, I'm like, then why would you pick the white bread? It's expensive. Expensive, and Wonder Bread is so bad. It's just sugar, pretending it's bread. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Hey, I
I'm,
asked.
I'm slightly passionate about bread. Just slightly.
I imagine this conversation is happening around the table as you all eat breakfast.
Well, that works. Even though I think we have different white breads, Rory.
When was
I think
white bread invented?
Homer would be like any any bread that doesn't come from can.
That's fair.
Oh, I've seen canned bread. Oh, abomination. I thought it was fake. I thought it was a SpongeBob thing. It's real.
No,
It's
don't put anything
real.
in the can, man.
Have
Anything
you
at
guys
all.
seen? Have you guys seen canned turkey? Like
Nope.
a canned Thanksgiving turkey?
Yep,
I was
not
like,
good.
why
Why not?
would you eat a canned Thanksgiving turkey?
No, but
In the apocalypse.
apocalypse, yeah.
You know, fine. If it's apocalypse, you can't be too picky. But like,
You find canned anything in the apocalypse, you hit the gold mine.
Yeah.
or Twinkies. Apparently, Twinkies will help. Even though they won't help, but they'll help.
It's calories.
Calories in, creates glucose or glycogen. Yeah.
Anyway, what are we doing today?
The last job that still remains is that Sorori kind of talks out. Is anyone else willing to help at the Divine Sanctum today?
I'm going to do that.
Oh, Echo, you're going to? Rory looks over.
Yep. Is Gurnow or
I just
He
kind of
probably
assumed
would be, yeah.
Kind of assumed Gurn was just kind of sitting at the table, just being quiet again.
He usually comes out for breakfast.
I have to do some shopping for Rally today, so
Rory kind of looks up to her as like, I thought we give her stuff on Saturdays. Is it actually Wednesdays that we give her stuff?
no. But tomorrow's Saturday. She needs to be
Rory goes,
restocked.
I thought today was for Thursday.
No, that was yesterday.
I thought yesterday was Wednesday.
Well, I can't help you there.
Rory looks to Homer. Homer, is this what it's like? Am I losing my mind?
Would you ask?
Homer's been muttering to his sword for like the past little bit of this conversation, and he'll kind of perk up and look at Rory and be like, "Huh? What's up?"
Mind, losing. What day is it? Rory says in a panic rush.
Well, time has never really been my forte after we stopped keeping track of time. We just keep track of the seasons, I suppose. He'll kind of shrug at Rory.
Rory goes, damn, I've been behind a whole day this entire time. And then he gets up and goes, well, Echo, I'm gonna get ready to help out at the place. He's gonna change into the other set of clothes he has.
Okay, I'm already ready. So,
Comes out with the purple moon blouse and pants. Do you think this is too fancy? Should I wear the raggedy shirt I found earlier?
no. I think you're fine.
All right. He
Echo
starts
has her
heading.
red dress on.
Rory goes, we are helping, right, with the construction? This isn't too much, right?
No. But you are talking to a kid that wore a fancy dress to sewers.
And the cave in the wall.
Yep.
Rory looks over to Gurn and Homer and goes, what are you two doing today, then?
Homer will kind of like puff and just be like, throw his hands up in the air and just be like, I don't know, man. Like, I went to the woods the other day and that was some fucking adrenaline. Like, I love having a house. I love having food. He gestures to Echo's awesome food. I love having roommates. He'll kind of gesture to the party, but this housey shit got me a little bored. Like, I need some blood pumping activity. The slime shit was pretty nice, minus the failure to realize that I can no longer apply my own world standards or literature to this world's. Kind of throw his hands up. I don't know, man. Like, the idea of getting some grocery sampled sounds nice. That'd be cool. But if you want a buddy to with you, you can tell me about all your nice foods, and I can lick them.
Is he saying that to Echo?
Yeah.
Because she's going grocery shopping?
I mean, if you want to come with us, you are more than welcome. That goes for you too, Gurn.
Are we keeping the party together?
I'd be happy to have you along. But we are going to be doing this last job.
Rory kind of ponders aloud. What do you think reconstruction involves? The heck was that?
Homer's butt plug.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
alright, so are we sticking together today?
Did Gurn say he's joining us today?
Is Gurn tagging along?
He'll just kind of shrug.
I think that's a yes.
I mean, if he comes along, he comes along. Right, Gurn?
Kind of stare at you.
Blankly, the blank lizard stare.
Okay. Echo will get up out of her chair, start floating over to Rory, and like look back at the other two.
Well, I'll be waiting by the door, everybody. Rory kind of just says while walking toward the door.
Is everybody heading out?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I assume so's.
Alright. Where are we going first?
Good question.
Well, I don't want to have groceries and be helping out at the Sanctum, so let's go to the Sanctum first.
Sanctum first. Sounds like a plan. Rory kind of cheers.
Do any of you guys remember if you know where that is? Has someone marked that on your map for you? I can't remember.
I don't think
Is it-
so, but
It's not by Green Island, right?
No.
And it's not by the festival grounds.
Not really.
Is it in the southern area of the map?
No.
Echo
Is it
goes up to
in-
somebody and asks them about the Sanctum.
Oh yeah, they point you in the direction and tell you where it is.
Cool.
It's kind of like in here, basically. Actually,
that's
what they would
what-
probably tell you is to go to 108 and head west.
That was my next guess.
Yeah, it's kind of in the center of like the western corner there. The one area you guys have not really been to.
I was about to guess that. It's like it has to be in the area we haven't been to yet. I imagined that was just Rory talking to himself. Is it over here? No, it's not there. Is it over here? No, it's not there. Is it over here? No, it's not there.
Holding the map upside down.
And then the frustration, I could just go to the words like, "Where is the Sanctum?"
Okay, yeah, so you guys, I presume follow the directions.
Yes.
Teleport over to the 108 teleporter. And then yeah, pretty hard to miss. Heading west from there. It's a large temple, sort of non-denominational as far as decor and architecture goes. It is quite big though. As you guys approach, you'll see a bunch of people sort of milling about. Some people carrying some chairs, some people carrying some lumber. The doors are kind of propped open and people seem to be coming and going. Everybody give me perception checks.
Perception.
You'll
I feel
have
like
to
I'm
roll
always
for me.
perceiving.
I actually got a 10. Okay, not bad. Oh shit. Okay, Homer Bomb. Pop off on it. Why not?
All right. Gurn, you wouldn't really notice much. The rest of you would notice there seem to be two people, kind of in charge, whatnot. people seem to be going up to them and sort of getting their instructions from them. Homer and Echo, you guys would notice it's primarily one guy, and you would also recognize him as being the guy who did your intake stuff the night that you got here.
Well,
Intake
there's-
stuff?
The guy that
He
was
was the
there.
one who, yeah, you guys met in the office
Okay.
the night when you first got in.
Well, there's a familiar face.
Rory kind of just goes, who?
She'll point.
You mean that guy?
Yeah.
Rory just goes, oh, and nods. He doesn't really remember though.
Oh yeah, I get it. Doesn't get it.
He was there on the night we came here.
Rory goes, yeah, sure. I totally knew that.
Echo will go up to him.
He'll sort of turn to you, go to give you the standard greeting, and then you'll see a bit of recognition in his face as he realizes who you guys are. Good morning. Here for something in particular, or here to help out?
We're here to help out.
He'll give you a very warm smile and, oh, wonderful. Right now we're moving some of the seating back in as the work on the ceiling just finished up in the main temple space. If you could all help with that, and then once that's done, come back to me, and I'll set you on to something else.
All right. Make sure the
Did
rest
the whole-
of the group knows what we're doing.
Okay, I was gonna say, did the whole group go up with Echo, or did Echo just go up there alone?
That is up to you guys.
I'm assuming Echo told the rest of us.
Yes.
Upon hearing that, Rory goes, oh, so reconstruction is construction work.
Echo just gives him a blank stare. Lizard blinks a little bit.
Right, all of you give me athletics checks.
Oh god.
Let's see
Come
how-
on, Rory. Come on, Rory.
Oh, wow.
You got this. Did I click?
Yep.
Okay, good.
You got a
13 works.
13.
13 works. I'm fine with 13.
Am I rolling for Gurn again?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Gurn, you're just too small.
How's the Victorian lady doing better?
How did the Victorian lady have the best athletics?
Yeah, Echo, no problem. She's like throwing benches over her shoulder. She's got
God.
those. Rory, you're fine.
With a
Um,
You know,
negative one?
the average person's work. That's
Yeah, a
fine.
little bit above average. You're good. Homer, your ass is kind of slowing you down. It's still pretty sore.
Oh,
Fuck.
jeez.
Gurn, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're just
He's
too
trying.
small, my dude.
He's trying.
The chairs are just too big.
What are they like? Those chairs that go up to like people's waist? Is
I
that what
guess.
this is? Oh, that means it is like Gurn's height then. Oh no.
Probably bigger than Gurn.
Ever so slightly. Or what if they're like the fancy chairs that like they're basically mini arm. What's the word I'm thinking of? It's like the
Armoire?
big red. No, you know, like the.
Wait, that's a,
Yeah, it's like
that's
the.
not a
I was gonna say.
Recliner.
Like it's not an armchair, but like you know, like in Blue's Clues with Steve sat on the big red chair. It's like those. What if they're like those chairs? I don't remember what they're called.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Just like making them half the size, and that's like Gurn's size, but a chair.
I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure it's a recurring bit that I'm sure has been in plenty of stuff. But just the joke of like, there's 3 people carrying like a log, and the people on either end are carrying it, and then the short ones in the middle and just kind of hanging, moving their feet as if they're walking, but they're hanging in the air.
Is that Gurn?
Is that
That's
Gurn?
Garden. Yeah.
Ooh, but none of us are actually the same height. What the hell? How does that even look?
Yeah, that's true.
There's a very big height discrepancy, and Echo floats. Does that help? Do you think that helps with the lifting of things?
Probably. I imagine it would. Because, like, as long as you can hold it, you can use the levitation. Actually, I don't know if you can carry stuff while you levitate. I think we said you couldn't really do that, but...
No.
Wait, so she's actually walking on the ground while carrying these things?
If it's heavy,
Yeah, I guess.
no, but
How heavy is a bench?
Well, regardless, you guys probably takes a couple hours. You guys help to move some of the furniture back into the building. And you see the inside's a large temple space. With there's no sort of where you would expect in, you know, your traditional sort of temple or church or whatnot, where you would expect some kind of altar or symbol to be. There's just kind of a nondescript banner.
Rory kind of looks around and goes, and while moving the stuff in, he's like, and kind of comments on how he thought we were bringing in like just benches, but he's like asking now, are these more like pews? Have we been bringing in pews this entire time?
The answer is yes.
Oh. No, I was like, oh, no one knows. Okay. That's okay. Rory just talks out loud sometimes.
Yep. And
He
then
kind
yeah,
of just
oh, sorry.
he kind of just talks out loud and is like, I don't see a shrine or an altar either. Is this just general religion then? Looks around while grabbing other things.
Give me a religion check, Rory.
Ooh, will Rory actually be able to use his 3 in religion? Nope.
You would notice along the walls there are some banners that have no symbols that you would necessarily recognize, but there are some. They seem to be what you could maybe infer different sort of religions or walks or whatnot.
He lets that just thought linger in his head while continuing to help move things around.
Yeah, after an hour or two of sort of helping move stuff back into the building, the group will kind of dissipate. Some people will go off and just immediately start stuff. Some people will approach one of the 2 men, and you'll see them kind of talk for a second and then head off to start on something else.
Is it still morning while we're doing this?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been a couple hours, but it's still morning.
Oh yeah, we left right after breakfast, and we wake up early for breakfast.
Yeah.
Jeez. We're crazy like that.
Morning birds. Early birds.
You know, with our party, I thought we'd be more night owls. Apparently, no, we're not.
Yeah.
Like with how often all of us for our things adventure, I guess, on their own. How are none of us night owls?
Yeah. I guess you kind of were Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess yeah. Everyone was out late. I think Rory's the only one who wasn't.
I mean, there's been a few times where Echo's gone out and been out late.
That only you know.
Yeah.
Officially.
I think everyone except Gurn has snuck out at night at some point.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't think Rory explained why he was up there in the farm area.
Oh, yeah.
when he found Homer Bum.
Never really got questioned.
Nope, it just kind of, I mean, he told them that he was meeting them there, but like
Homer's
he
the only
didn't
one who knew.
yeah, because he told Echo afterwards, but like no one got the birds. Only
Yeah.
Homer did. While they're working around, Rory kind of just asks, "Hey Echo, when do you plan to go grocery shopping?
After this.
What if this takes the whole day?"
And I'll just go early tomorrow.
I mean, how much more do we have left if you think about it? I actually don't know what this place looked like before.
Well, I don't know
So-
what else he wants us to do, so
Are we almost done moving the benches in?
Yes, you are currently done. You have finished.
So we're going to ask him for the next task, I'm guessing.
yeah, she'll
I'm assuming we're just helping out until he says we're done.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sure. All right. As you approach, he'll actually be talking with the other guy that you've been seeing, who seems kind of in charge here. Sort of an older man, graying hair, humanoid. And you'll see him kind of glance at you all, sort of look you all up and down as you approach, and then give you a nod. And Charlie, the guy who you sort of know, will turn to you. All done then.
Yes.
Rory's just nodding.
All right. This I suppose you four are the most trustworthy with this. If you could all go down into the archive, I need a key for the storage room on the second floor from down there. It should be in the desk. The drawer itself might be locked, but I know the key is down there somewhere. If you could just grab that and bring that back to me. It's down the hallway to the left. You'll see a staircase.
All right. Echo just starts going.
He's like, as he is finishing up saying that, he's already sort of turning to start talking to someone else and give someone else instructions.
Rory kind of hurriedly follows after Echo. Like, Echo, wake up! Wake up!
Echo, with your passive insight, you would notice the guy who is with him. Also, I will mention, also dressed in the sort of what's the word for it? Iconic sort of priest robes, sort of garb. The two of them both are. But Echo, you'll notice with your passive insight as you all walk away, he definitely is sort of eyeing you guys. this new person here.
Eyeing. Like,
Is it?
Watching closely.
Oh God.
is it bad that my brain went like, is he like giving us the look up down, or is he kind of just keeping an eye on us? Because those are two different eyings, and especially since you mentioned like robes. That's just a horrible assumption on my part. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
No, he's not horny for you, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. That's a horrible assumption on my part. So carry on.
Fair, though.
She'll probably just like give him a look, like not a dirty look, like a. Well, what the hell, kind of look, you know? Just... And then just like go.
All right. So you head off in the direction that Charlie pointed you in, coming to the stairs and heading down the stairs, and into this room.
I don't like that there's a map for this.
Whatever could you mean?
I'm assuming as we enter the room, Rory goes, "Does anyone feel weird about this? Or is it just me?"
I feel weird about it. Don't touch anything.
Rory's caught mid trying to touch the glass ball on the table. Why?
Because I don't like how that guy was looking at us.
Rory goes, "What guy?"
The guy
He
in
does.
the
He slowly turns
robes.
around. The one who told us to go down here?
No, the one in the robes.
They are both in robes, but
That's why I was like,
my apologies.
The one in the specific robes.
Rory goes, "You mean the one that we don't know?"
Yes.
I just thought it's weird how he gave us instructions and he said, "You guys seem the most trustworthy for this." That just sounded weird to me. Rory kind of like puts his arms behind his back. I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid. We're in a church. Nothing ever happens in a church.
Yeah.
That's not at all true.
Well, Rory don't know that, guys. Come on.
Rory.
I think Gurn was saying that
No.
in character.
Hey, Gurney is saying that.
Rory,
Oh.
I've met more devilish people from the church than anywhere else.
But he kind of pats his veil on his head.
I'm not talking about you.
I've seen several that were actually cults.
The word cult just rings in Rory's head. Rory goes in hushed tone says, You don't think this is, you know."
Well, it might be a cult, but
But
different.
Rory kind of does the motion where, drags a thing across your neck and goes,
Not that kind of cult, I don't think.
Well, I try not to assume anything. I don't trust churches.
Rory kind of walks a little towards, "Do you think these markings on the ground mean anything?" Rory's in inquisitive mode.
Maybe don't step on those.
Where did he say to? He immediately backs up. The lockbox was in.
It was a key, wasn't it?
You are looking for a key in a desk. However, the desk drawer may be locked, but the key for that is also supposed to be down here somewhere.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, they don't know where both keys are? Rory kind of just says while walking around. How will the key just shine out of nowhere?
This feels like a setup.
I found the desk. He points across the room. By all these windows, mirrors, what are those? He looks.
Give me an investigation check, all of you.
Part of me is like, why the hell so many windows? But I'm like, we're downstairs. That makes no sense. Investigation check. What the fuck, Rory? You don't got the perception today, but your investigations are on point? Okay.
Come on, load.
Come on, roll 20, you can do it.
Come on, roll 20.
We believe in you.
Give it everything you got. See?
There we go. Nice. Everyone but Gurn, you would all notice. Yeah, at first glance, they certainly look like windows. But once Rory kind of points them out and you all sort of take a closer look, you'll realize they do kind of... They look like windows, but you can't... As much as they're letting in light, you can't see out of them. Kind of just an opaque sort of... almost as if it has that like opaque film on it, so that you can't see through it. It's just kind of milky glass. Light's coming in from somewhere though.
Rory kind of just looks at this weird. Guys, we went downstairs for this, right? He kind of asks around the room. We did go down the stairs, right? The silence is deafening.
Homer's kind of just scratching his ass.
Maybe I'm misremembering. My mind has been really weird today. He kind of just wanders about more.
I signed up to do whatever labor that they wanted. This is weird. I don't feel safe. I guess.
Is Echo checking if the desk is unlocked?
Yeah, I mean Yeah, she'll just check just to make sure, but like, I guess while she does that, look on the desk for any other key or whatever.
Okay, yeah. You go up to the desk. There's a notebook that is just filled with some like record keeping stuff. Inventory of supplies, it looks like. Along with like some candles and writing utensils and whatnot. And yeah, upon trying the desk drawer, you will find it does not budge.
Surprise, surprise.
Out of character question, does anyone have lockpicks?
I think I have No, I do. I have a lockpicking kit. I do. Yeah.
I was gonna say, does anyone want to try... Well, okay, so Rory's just gonna ask out loud. Before we try finding the key, anyone want to try lockpicking it?
No.
Homer Bum will clap his hands together loudly and rub them fiercely, and with a devious, wicked glare in his face, he'll be like, "Fuck, yeah, I do."
How about no?
He'll frown deeply, and then he'll reverse that frown into a pout, and he will give Echo the most sweet, softest, saddest puppy eyes he can muster. He's doing the full pout. He almost looks like his eyes are brimming with tears. Can he roll for I don't know, deception?
Persuasion?
Or persuasion? Fuck, god damn it. No, yeah, persuasion. Gosh, shit.
Hey, pretty good. 19 is pretty persuasive.
I don't think she's gonna budge. Like,
Maybe it was nat 20.
If it was a nat 20, you'd have to, but...
like, do I roll anything back or what?
It's up to you.
You want to counter persuade?
No. She'll give him a look. Sigh. You're just as good at that as Claire is. But
Rory kind of chimes. Oh,
I think we're being tested. And I
Rory goes.
don't want to give them any reason to not trust us.
Rory makes the. Oh, so you think this room is a test?
It's too weird, Rory.
I mean, Rory goes. I mean, yeah, there's a random chest in the corner, a random floor circle on the floor, a chest right next to the floor. Wait, was that always there? He kind of points to this area.
Yes, it was always there.
Okay, I was like, what the hell? I don't remember seeing that. Either way, we have to find a key now. So he starts kind of looking over at the every table shelf thingy, but not touching anything. He remembers what happened last time he touched things in a room. Goes back to the crystal mimics. Does anyone know what the key looks like?
No. Echo looks over this table.
Okay. A couple books on it on different religious matters and a crystal ball.
What's
It's a
on
giant
this?
book.
It is a giant book.
What is on this table?
A bunch of different, like, sort of ceremonial supplies, candles, incense, offerings.
Maria wanders to this box. Is there anything in this box?
You open it up and it's just a bunch of linens.
Is there anything in this box?
That
What
chest
the-
is locked.
I've had enough of locked things.
Is there any? Rory goes, what's in these boxes?
The smaller one is parchment, and the larger one is ceremonial wine.
And Rory just kind of goes, who keeps wine in a box? Oh, no, this is kind of weird. They have linen in a box, parchment in a box, wine in a box?
Oh my god.
But what? What's happening?
Okay.
Is Homer doing something?
Oh no, sorry, that was out of character.
Okay.
Good.
Is there anything along the mirror edges of this mirror?
As you go up to the mirror, it is actually covered in a cloth.
Well, that's helpful.
Is there anything in this
He doesn't
corner?
remember.
Sorry.
There's a chalkboard with what? Give me an investigation check. You can tell that this is a chalkboard with plans for the renovations that they're finishing up currently. Looks like they just redid the ceiling in the main temple area.
Without removing the cloth, can Rory investigate the mirror?
Sure. What
You know,
are
just touch
doing
it.
to just like
We're just
touch
feeling.
the cloth?
You're just gonna feel the edges of the mirror, like the border. Do I have to do like an investigation check or nah?
You don't really need to for that. You can feel it's an ornate metal underneath. You assume it's a mirror. I mean, it's you don't really know. Maybe other than a painting, what else it would be.
He does not remove the cloth because he's afraid that there's something hiding under there deliberately. So, is there any? Can I investigate this chest?
Sure.
Do I have to roll an investigation check for this one?
Are you just opening it?
Yeah.
That one opens. Would probably be also linens, but more like
Okay.
the other one would have been more like sort of bedsheet pillowcase style linens. These are more the like ceremonial kind of shawls and whatnot that you might see.
Can I do an insight check?
What are you trying to
Insight.
do?
Rory's trying to think that these are all ritual stuff that deal with the middle of the circle, or the circle in the middle. Would that be an insight thing?
I mean, if that's an assumption that you think you would make, you don't need to roll for anything for that.
Okay. Yeah, Rory just kind of goes out. Do you think all these things have to deal with the circle in the middle? Also, what is this? He points to, and that's partially in the circle.
Echo's rotisserie chickening. Very bored. Yeah, you got me.
Give me an investigation, Rory. It looks like a model of some planetary system.
Okay, I thought that was a chair in front of it. No, that's a planet. Okay. Rory kind of walks this way towards this desk. Anything on the desk that he could see?
Where are you looking? Sorry?
The desk that's in front of him. I think that's a desk.
That is a telescope.
No, like there's a thing with a feather
Oh, the
next to
little
it.
mini thing here? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small desk. I see your token was blacking a little
Covering
bit.
it. My bad.
Yeah, it's some notes and a quill. That's it.
And are you? I'm kidding. Kidding.
And me.
Where else can you hide a key in here? Roy asks in frustration. They don't expect us to like look inside the books, do they?
What are Homer and Gurn up to? Can you two see the map? You can't, can you?
No.
Oh, give me a second. I'll stream that for you guys.
Oh, you get it? Okay, thank you.
Blessies.
Good.
Can you guys see it now?
Yes.
I was wondering, like, are they just like watching Echo and Rory walk around the room?
No, they've probably been doing, or Homer, anyways, has been doing his own little investigating. I imagine him investigating, that mirror in the right corner. That's where Rory already was, right?
Yes.
He didn't remove the cloth.
It is still covered with a cloth.
Can first I have roll an investigation for Homer going down the bookshelf and the crates and stuff.
Mhm.
All right, I'll do that first, and if I don't find anything good, then I would want to roll 20, please.
Come on,
And then
roll
I would
20, you can do it.
And then I would want to vibe check.
Wow. Okay.
Mirror before taking off the cloth.
Holy fuck! That's a 20. Is that your second 20 for invest? Yes, it is.
Pretty good rolls tonight. Yeah, as you look over, nothing really catches your eye on the bookshelf, just kind of dusty old books. That one larger crate there is full of bottles of ceremonial wine. Perhaps.
Oh
Deal.
shit. Homer is gonna be like fucking jackpot. He's gonna bust one open
Homer, no.
Oh my god.
And
So fast.
as he goes to chug, he's gonna like kind of quirk an eyebrow up at Echo saying Homer no. And he's gonna kind of, raise a hand up and be like, what?
That's not.
And kind of like a what's up gesture.
That's not yours.
Ah.
I'm not going to
Homer's
get
gonna-
charged for it.
Homer is going to sneak a bottle. Can I?
Okay.
She's going to be watching him, like.
Well,
Are you gonna do a like stealth of hand check right now?
Yeah.
In front of Echo? Jiminy Christmas. If it's a 20, Sparksy, you gotta let him do it.
Give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
God damn it!
Jeez.
God damn it!
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
Put it back.
Shit. Homer Bum will go home. He will put the bottle back in the ceremonial crate and put the top back on the crate. Slowly, hesitantly, lustfully.
How does one put something away lustfully?
Stroking it. With
Okay. Got it.
And then Homer will vibe check the mirror.
Seems like a mirror underneath a cloth.
No spooky, like he's looking for spooky vibes.
Give me an insight check.
The mirror's gotta pass the vibes.
Doesn't seem spooky.
Well, Homer's kind of gonna be like, he's probably gonna take the brain cells to step to the side of the mirror. He's gonna look behind him and make sure nobody is might be caught in the reflection of the mirror.
Does that matter?
Probably would be.
I don't know if he just, with the
Not in like a
folklore-
direct line, but
Okay.
Yeah. And then he is going to take the cloth off the mirror.
okay. You take the cloth off. It's a normal mirror. It's reflecting pretty much the whole room. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
What is with you in perception and investigation today, Philly?
Wow.
Homer is on it. Nothing suspicious getting past Homer today.
Homer, you actually, maybe even surprising yourself a little bit. You'll notice, you glance in the mirror, it's a mirror, it's reflecting the room, seems normal. Go to turn around and something feels off for a second. And when you turn around again and look in the mirror, look back, look at the mirror again, you'll realize that in the reflection of the mirror, there's a little shimmering golden bottle on this shelf here that is not present in the room with you, only in the reflection.
Ooh. Sorry, can you point out that shelf again?
The sort of low shelf up in
Oh, so where Rory was earlier looking at stuff, but just kind of
Yes,
okay.
that shelf.
Homer is gonna like try to take a mental picture of where it is on the map, or where it is in the shelf on the mirror. He's gonna try to like walk backwards to that shelf over there and stick his little grubber out in the approximate location of that golden thingy madoodle.
Very smart. As you do, you will discover that there is in fact nothing there.
What?
Bruh.
I was not expecting that to follow up what you said.
He's kind of gonna like slam his hand on where he thinks it would approximately be and be like, "Damn it! I really thought I was growing more brain cells." Shit.
Rory looks over there. Homer, what are you doing?
Check it. Homer will kind of like wave Rory over and walk back up to the mirror. And if Rory comes, or anybody else for that matter, he's going to point out the little golden thingy-madoodle on the shelf in the mirror.
Rory's kind of looking where Homer slammed his fist on the thing. He's checking for if he damaged the top. I don't think he
No,
damaged
check
it.
it over here, Bing Bong.
Oh,
Actually, I don't think he would say Bing Bong.
I mean, he might. Rory would not take offense. Rory doesn't think that's offensive. Rory looks over in the mirror. Rory looks back at the area. You think that's just like light playing a trick on us?
Homer shakes his head. Nope, that is a distinct little. What did you say it was again, Quill? A
A
flask?
small bottle.
A small
Like
bottle.
yeah.
No. Yeah. Homer will be like, no, that's distinctly a small little bottle.
Echo will float up to the mirror and touch it.
You touch glass.
Rory kind of keeps looking back and forth. I'm like, but there's no bottle there. And he walks over to where he thinks the bottle will be and tries to. He waves his hand in front, like in the area. Yeah, there's nothing here.
Hmm.
Maybe I am going crazy today. Rory kind of just mutters out loud.
Hmm.
He just continues waving his hand over the area.
I don't know if I'm the player necessarily smart enough to deduce why this is happening, but could like Homer do like, because he does have 16. I mean, like, he is willfully stupid, but like, he does have 16 intelligence. Could I do like some sort of like broad intelligence, like, check to figure out like how if that could be possible to Homer's understanding
Holy
intellect?
shit. Homer has 16 intelligence.
Yes, he does.
Oh, wait. I was like, wait a minute. Is Homer the smartest person in our group right now?
Is he?
Rory only has 12.
Yes.
So I like to think when Rory's actually being smart, it's like coincidental.
Yeah, I think he is actually. Um,
We'll check when it makes sense, right?
yeah, I'm trying to think what you might. I guess yeah. Give me Yeah, give me just a general intelligence roll.
Quill, can you also roll one for me?
The same
Kinda-
same thing, or
Yeah, just general intelligence. I'm trying to figure out if Gurn would have had this thought.
Sure. $13 for Gurn.
18 for Felly.
I guess Gurn, are you piecing anything together?
Do Felly stuff first.
Okay. I guess you could put together that. I don't know. I don't know what I can give you here. I guess maybe the thought that it's something that should be there that isn't, that needs to be there.
Okay. Cool.
Gurn will kind of slowly walk over to Echo. And I feel like you could probably tell at this point he's horribly nervous, like constantly looking at the bookshelves.
Oh.
But as he goes up to Echo and goes, "Hey, Echo."
She will
How
try. She will have him like she'll move so that she's not in any view of like books. Like so he has to like look somewhere else, but where there's books. I don't know if there's like any books on this wall or.
No, that would probably just be the staircase is over here, and then the rest of the wall would probably just be solid stone.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
how much magic is in here?
I mean, there could be a lot.
Did he say this out loud? Or just to Echo?
I mean, he's at Echo. I don't know if you guys would know. This could be like something to do with paladins, holy folk.
You can check, right?
I can check, yes. Are you comfortable with me doing that? Is that something you want me to?
Yes.
She will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You will pretty much instantly see there is quite a lot of magic in this room. The mirror, for one, is glowing. A good smattering of the books on the bookshelves around seem to have some sort of enchantment or another on them. Both the planetary diagram system and the telescope are magical, as well as some of the items on the shelf that we are trying to figure out why it's different in the mirror. The crystal ball on the table over here is magical. Does it show you magic through chests, Alex? You remember offhand?
I know there's a limitation on how thick everything can be.
Right. You can probably tell that there's something magical in the locked chest over here.
So I think wood needs to be like a foot thick or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, all of the quote-unquote windows as well are magical.
But nothing. Hmm. Like, is there a bottle that looks like the one in the mirror at all? Like, anywhere? No. Damn it. Homer,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
can you lockpick this chest over here?
Homer is gonna like fucking throw up his hands and jump up and down in the air. Yippee! 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 Hell yeah. Gonna fucking go over and lockpick it. How do I do that again? It's been a while.
1 second.
I'm gonna have to pay for this, aren't I? Waste of money.
In the meantime, Rory's gone over to the crystal ball because curiosity's getting the better of him.
That's magic, Rory.
But it's shiny.
Do I?
You have thieves' tools, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. Give me a dex check with your proficiency bonus. Proficiency bonus.
I mean-
is 2.
So
Give
you,
me
you
a-
should
just
be able
a-
to in the bottom left where it says these tools and your proficiencies. You should just be able to click that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fancy.
The bottom left.
Underneath your skills, underneath where it says 13 for your passive wisdom, you'll have your tool proficiencies.
On Roll20.
Yes. Oh, you're using the app.
Right, you're
aren't
on the
you?
app.
I'll roll for you.
Yeah, please.
That's an 18.
I don't know where it would be in the app.
I have no idea. Yeah, an 18 would do it. 1 second. Okay. You lockpick the chest that has a magical item in it. You hear the lock sort of click open as you get it. And there's more ritual supplies in here. Stuff that looks a bit more on the expensive side. Some gems, some finer sort of resin incenses and whatnot. You got your frankincense, you got your myrrh, you got your gold, all that good stuff. And in among it, you'll find a amulet. It's made of gold and has a symbol engraved in it that you probably wouldn't recognize. Almost definitely wouldn't recognize. Actually, give me a history check. It's going to be a rough one, though. Okay, yeah, you actually do vaguely recognize it as the same symbol that Charlie wears around his neck.
Mm. Homer will whistle at all this treasure, and he will pick up the amulet and study it.
Echo, you would see that that is indeed the magical item that was in there.
There's no key or anything in there.
No.
Ugh. She starts muttering that they should have just gotten it themselves.
Gotten what?
The stupid key.
Thought we had to find it down here. Rory kind of inquires.
They should have just gotten it themselves. Why does there have to be a puzzle to this?
Puzzle? Rory immediately goes to the planetary. Do you think this thing's actually a puzzle? While standing next to it.
No.
I mean, what if I look through the telescope? Does something
Do it.
happen when he looks?
Are you
When
looking
does
at the
it-
telescope?
Yeah, Rory's looking through the telescope.
You will actually see, despite the fact that it's currently pointed at what seems to be a sunny window, a starry nightscape.
Rory kind of screams a little when he sees that. When he looks in, what the heck?
What, did you peep in on someone's granny?
No, but it's daytime, right?
Should be.
Why do I see the night sky then?
We haven't been here that
He
long.
goes to look through the telescope again.
Still the night sky.
Yeah, there's definitely the night sky in here.
Well, that's magical, so...
Actually, Rory goes like, actually, aren't we down? We are downstairs, right?
Yes.
Like underground downstairs?
Yes.
Then he points to the windows. Why is light?
It's magical. Those windows are magical.
Why would they need magical windows in the basement?
I don't know.
What are we doing here again?
We're looking for a key.
And Rory investigate the bookshelf here. He's looking for something key shaped, I guess.
Okay. What part of the bookshelf are you looking at?
The actual shelves.
Like the whole thing? Are you?
Yeah, like
Is
the thing.
I will also point out, you can kind of see the ladders and whatnot. The shelves do go like above head height a good
He's just
bit.
he's going to the ones just in front of him, not the ones above the table,
Alright.
the shelf.
Give me an investigation check. You find a book on the history of Lolth worship.
Rory makes a face. What is this word?
The Spider Queen.
Rory just kind of asked out loud, guys, is there a spider goddess queen thing in this world?
That's something
And is
Echo
her
would
name-
know.
Probably not. That's an Underdark thing.
Rory kind of goes. He's like looking
God,
through the
would
pit.
Gurn know?
Are there drow commonly in either of your worlds, I guess?
Probably not.
I'm assuming the book.
I
has
guess not drow, no.
Like,
I'm assuming the book
they'd
has like
be-
references to this thing, so
Mhm.
that's why Rory's asking out loud.
They'd be in the Underdark. What do you mean?
Yeah.
This is like something Rory is not familiar with. There are no spider people where he's from.
So, do they need the key or do we need the key to get something?
We need the key to get the key that's in the stupid
Why does that
desk.
sound? Why does that sound so complicated? Rory just kind of says out loud while looking through the book.
I don't know. I'm about to destroy this fucking place.
Gurn's gonna go over to the desk.
Yep.
The drawer's locked, right? He's gonna
Yeah.
try it.
We have tried it. Gurn
Okay.
confirms for himself that the drawer is indeed locked.
Rory's absorbed into reading the book about the Spider Queen.
Has Homer seen anybody like climb up the ladder to look at the shelves further up?
Nobody's done that yet.
Nobody's done
Okay.
that.
Homer's gonna start doing that on the left side.
Like on the spiral staircase or the ladder?
Ladder side, yeah.
Okay. Because there is a spiral staircase, like at least if that's actually on the
Yeah,
map.
it looks like the sizing doesn't really make sense, but it does look like that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I assume it's like jettisoned out and then goes to the top balcony area for those. Why would those top area need a balcony? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird in the grand scheme of things of a library.
Okay. Yeah. Homer, you go up the sort of thin kind of staircase thing. Gurn, are you doing what I'm suspecting you're doing?
Probably.
What does that mean?
All right.
Are you? I think I know what you're doing.
Give it a go.
I was gonna say he's gonna slowly reach for what looks like he's going for his gun, and then slip a hand into his pocket and pull out the mystery key
Mm-hmm.
and try that.
Will that actually work here?
What are the odds again? Did I not post it in the?
I thought you
I
did.
know it's you. I know you roll a d20. I forget if it's on a 1 or if it's on a 20 that it works. But I know it's a d20, and it only has a 1 in 20 chance of working.
Where's the inventory? You wrote it
Apparently,
somewhere.
I didn't post the mystery key in the inventory. I thought I did, but I don't see it. Unless
You didn't put any of Gurn's items here, actually.
What the hell?
I'm looking at it. You didn't put any of Gurn's items here.
You're right. Gurn, what?
Oh my god.
What do you have? You have the clockwork amulet.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
the
that's
thing you
there.
have.
Do you have, other than the mystery key, do you have anything else?
Think that's it.
I totally forgot that Homer has the scarab of timekeeping. Never really came into play.
Oops. All right, roll that, and then fuck's sake, I keep hitting enter too soon. Roll for the key. Actually, wait. First, fuck. I don't know the best way to do this. Yeah, it'd be funny. Give me the roll for the key.
you're gonna have to.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do it. Right. Just a 20, right?
Yeah, it just says it has a 5% chance. So I don't know if you want to say it's on a
No.
20 that it works.
Either way, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yeah, you try the key, it doesn't work. However, Homer, yeah, up on the balcony there, as you sort of wander around, you'll see the key is sitting on a little table, as if someone had simply left it there and forgot about it.
The heck?
Yeah, it was just up there.
Homer's gonna let out like a whoop and scoop the key, and dangling the key, poking his head out over the balcony, he's gonna be like, "Guess what I found?"
Echo's gonna start
Right.
cursing.
Rory looks up from the book. Is it the key?
It's the goddamn key, y'all.
It'd be funny if it was a
slams,
different key.
Rory slams. It'd be funny if that's the one for the chest he lockpicked.
Damn, you're right.
Rory kind of like slams the book. He's like, "Oh, awesome, awesome!" Puts the book back on the shelf. Finally, we could get the key.
Gonna slide down the ladder and be like, "Figures, with all your fussing, you should be the one to do the honors." And he's gonna one-handed toss the key at Echo.
All right.
Please don't make her do a check to catch that.
That is up to you.
Nope, she catches it.
She catches it.
Nope, she catches it immediately.
You miss. The key falls and it breaks.
Oh shit.
I swear to God.
It was made of glass. What the fuck?
Yarn! Yeah, she goes up to the thing, fucking
What?
puts it in it. Nothing. She didn't actually.
All right. Yeah, it clicks open. You open the desk drawer. You'll see resting on top of some papers another key, along with a familiar golden bottle.
Wait a minute. What's that glowy thingy in the drawer? Rory asks inquisitively.
The bottle from the mirror.
Do you think we should?
No.
Should we just leave it in the drawer then?
Yes.
So we're just gonna leave now with the key in hand, right? Rory
Yep.
kind of walks away looking back.
Yep. Somebody cover that mirror back up.
I'm on it. Wait, can Rory even cover it? He's short. Rory
With
kinda-
some effort, I imagine you could.
He kind of tosses the sheets over. Good enough, right? Fixes it a little bit.
Echo, grab the key. Shut the drawer. Leave the other key that opens that drawer on that desk. And with a sigh of relief, walks to the middle of the room.
All right.
I didn't even
Rory
realize those
kinda-
were balconies.
Is that what Echo's saying? Or you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. She probably would have. I just
I would have
was-
accepted the balconies. I would have accepted the ladder. I would have also accepted you floating particularly high.
Oh my god. If Echo just floated to the ceiling, should have seen the key from up above.
Also, the ball, the glass ball on the table over here. You could have asked that ball. It would have showed you where it was.
Are you kidding me? The thing that Rory's been trying to touch all day?
Yep.
You mean if Rory touched it and it told it to ask a question, he could have just done that?
Yep.
In hindsight, you know, I should be mad.
Well, it wouldn't have prompted you. You would have had to know to just like ask it something. Which, to be fair, who knows?
Rory talks to himself a lot. He probably
That's
would have just
true.
asked out loud. he probably while touching you, been like, "Where's? I wonder where the key is. Do you know where the key is?"
Yes, actually.
Oh, that'd been funny. Oh well.
All right, let's go.
Rory goes, "This was a little more interesting, but I mean, at least nothing bad happened." As he walks towards the exit.
I hate that. She waits for the others to go through the door.
Are we all leaving?
Unless Gurn or Homer want to do the bottle thing really quickly without Echo
Homer-
noticing.
She is waiting for
Rory
them.
says that. Rory says that, and Gurn like freezes for half a second, puts his hand on his gun, and looks around.
The what? That at least nothing bad happened.
Yeah,
Come on, Gurn.
I feel like if something bad was gonna happen, it should have happened already. While Rory says on the doorway.
Well,
Homer, are you
Wait.
leaving too?
Wait, so she's waiting for everybody to leave
She's-
before she follows?
yes.
He's not trusting any of us to stay. That's what I'm getting at.
that is appropriate.
Knowing our party, someone was gonna try it.
Homer-
When Echo left.
Homer is gonna, be like, I want him to roll deception. I can't think of something like super convincing, but maybe like I'm just gonna start with the idea of like Homer's being like, look, a distraction, like pointing out of the, like the now opened door, like
Mhm.
maybe like look a tasty like mouse or something. I don't know.
Oh, you
I
say
mean,
you
if you-
say that you're gonna
Deception.
upset her.
I mean, if you say look at distraction, Rory's probably gonna be the one distracted and run after it. Let's be real.
Echo does not. Echo is actually probably gonna be pissed at you.
Don't say like a rouse thing,
Can I
but
roll
like
a
look there.
deception, please?
Yeah,
Dice.
go ahead. We'll figure out what you say after we see the results. Go ahead, give it to me.
That's high.
She's not going to stop.
Echo, roll insight.
Oh, come on.
We're doing this. Sorry.
What?
Make her
Are you
chase after
fucking kidding me? No.
Make her
No,
chase
she's
after
not. She's not
Harry.
going to fucking move. What are you talking about?
What if
Just-
Rory
Um,
believes? What if Rory believes Homer?
He's probably saying something actually like I don't think it's just like what he says. I think he's also acting in like a really serious, scared way. Like the deception is not based on what he says. Like he looks like terrified when he says it. You know,
Are you
like
going
he's-
with the? I guess are you going with the distraction route, or are you going with trying to trick them into thinking you're following them, but then you actually hang back?
distraction.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Rory believes you and rushes out the door in a hurry.
So
Then-
Gurn will
Echoes-
panic and pull his gun and point it at the door.
Echo's
Which is gonna
not
cause Rory to
moving.
leave. Rory's gonna run down the hall.
You don't need to move, but it's convincing enough that I would say you at least look.
You serious? Okay.
Probably not for very long.
Homer
So-
will
Probably when Rory.
I imagine it's literally like
Echo!
more of a glance, but yeah.
He goes, Echo, come on! Something's
Oh.
down here.
Homer
No.
uses that opportunity to. I don't think he has enough time to get the wine, so he's gonna scoop the amulet.
That
From the chest.
from the chest are right next to her.
Wait,
I
no,
mean-
no. The she is the
Do
door.
you still have the amulet in hand? Did you put it back or?
I don't think he put it back. So he would be on him. He never put it back. So he probably pocketed it then. is
Yeah,
what
it would
you're
just be
saying.
you
Oh,
pocketing
I
it.
guess. Well, what were the other things in that chest? That the chest that's near that was near.
It is
the shelf
this
with the
one, yeah,
golden
over
bottle?
here.
Yeah, the magical item was the amulet
the-
that you.
This is the chest that you lockpicked. It's down in the bottom left.
What?
You know?
Oh shit! God damn it. Okay, well maybe he does go for the alcohol.
Oh, you thought? Oh, you're basing off where you're on the map.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you. You never specified whether you put the amulet down or not, so you could still be holding that and just slipped in your pocket.
Okay,
If you want to make a dive for the wine, it'd be a little harder to get past her, I think. But
Okay, yeah, I'll make a dive for the wine.
okay,
I mean, she's
At least
still
you-
watching
she would
him.
notice. Yeah, like you could probably get it in hand while she's looking away. But I mean,
When-
she's gonna
when
turn
Rory's
around and you're
calling
gonna
for
have
her.
a bottle of wine in your hand.
An-
I don't.
Another stealth of hand check with disadvantage.
Are you trying to like hide it in your coat or something?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Every
Come
time
on, Homer
Echo looks
boy.
away, it's because Rory's calling for her down the hall. At this point,
Come
She would
on, Homer
not.
boy.
Like,
God.
she looks away, and in that instant you grab it, and then as you look up from grabbing it, she's staring at you. I picture you kind of punched over the box with the bottle in hand.
Put
He's
it
giving
down
her
now. Put it
He gave
back.
her a. He was giving her a really cheeky smile, and then at the mom voice, he frowns and like puts it back slowly, and then like sadly creeps, like with his head hung in shame to the door.
Rory rushes back to the doorway. Homer, what is supposed to be down there that I'm looking for?
My hopes and my dreams.
Rory just goes deadpan. Seriously, Homer, you made it sound like it's an emergency, and he kind of pouts going down the hallway again. This entire time, does that mean Gurn has been like aiming at the door?
Gurn's shaking like a
Yes.
scared chihuahua.
Yes.
Because Homer made it sound like there's an emergency outside. Echo's not fooled, but she kept.
Echo is a
glancing over.
mom.
Rory got fooled. Rory thought there was an emergency down the hall.
Echo's not a. Or Rory's not a mom.
Echo's not a Rory. He's not a mom.
Oh my
Both are true. All right, so we're leaving. We're not gonna do anything else.
Nope.
I'm going to assume that during this whole commotion, Homer did pocket the amulet without anyone knowing.
Did he, Homer?
Did you, Homer?
Yeah, I guess I never specified in putting it down, so might as well.
All right.
It could just be in your pockets and you forgot.
Yeah,
Just
that,
kind of
that
accidentally steal stuff.
It's believable
I
with
mean-
Homer and
Yes.
his many pockets.
Echo would have been watching him that entire time.
But for alcohol, not the amulet.
She's still watching him.
You unlocked the drawer. When were you watching him when you were unlocking the drawer?
Oh, I guess that's true.
You walked across the whole room and Homer was with Rory over here. And then Rory walked over there. So,
Bruh.
no one would have known. Homer was in this corner for a while while that was happening over there. And then he ran over there when we were like, what's the bottle? That's the only time I could think of he could have pocketed it without Echo knowing.
All Echo knows is she's getting like they're getting eyed down by this fucking priest dude, and now she has to worry about Homer stealing something. Like, come on, she's
To be fair-
stressing.
To be fair, she's the only one who noticed the other priest was eyeing everyone
But
down.
she said it.
Yeah, but Rory, I mean, Rory was like, Maybe curiosity is what Rory's thinking.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the other two are thinking. I'm just saying, when Rory probably heard, he's like, maybe curiosity. Because we are a weird bunch of people. I think there's only 2 humans.
All right, so we're leaving the storage room.
The uneventful storage room.
Okay.
It will be eventful later.
I was gonna say Chekhov's mirror.
Echo will kind of do the whole mom thing with Gurn by putting a soft hand on his back and kind of just rubbing it. Like, come on. Walking with him
Hurry
out.
along now.
Alright, as you guys start to head back up, you'll head up the stairs and seem to interrupt a conversation between the two priest men. You'll see as you come up, you hear basically just enough to hear that they were talking, and then stop as they notice you approaching. Everybody give me an insight check.
Did I hit it?
Yes. As you come up the stairs, you'll see.
Homer is on par today with his
Homer's
rolls.
doing
God
good.
damn.
Gurn, do you want me to roll for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you really been rolling single digits today, Gurn? Sorry, I was just asking out of character.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
9 has been your highest roll tonight.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, everyone other than Gurn, you'll see Charlie will turn to you with a bit of a tense smile. Oh, good, you're all back. Find it then? And you'll see the person with him, give you all a sort of polite grin. Rory, you wouldn't notice this part, but Echo and Homer, you would both notice. Charlie seems uncomfortable, and the guy talking to him has a bit of a sort of weird vibe about him. I don't really know how else to describe it other than that. You get the feeling the conversation you intruded upon wasn't necessarily a comfortable one for Charlie.
Charlie's nice, right?
Been nice to you
Rory,
so far.
right? Rory doesn't know. That's why. Rory doesn't remember him that well, unfortunately.
What's going on?
Oh, just working out the final preparations. Cutting it a little closer than we had wanted, given Remembrance Day is tomorrow. But
Rory kind of pikes up. What is Remembrance Day, if you don't mind me asking?
it's the anniversary of the end of the 100 Years' War. It's a sort of memorial day for those who were lost.
She wants to insight his answer to her.
Okay, go for it. Didn't mean to roll that as Gurn, but that's fine. That has nothing to do with what they were talking about.
And why are you lying?
Rory looks to Echo. What? Doesn't say it to her, just like looks at her and going, what?
You'll see him sort of tense up a little bit and turn to look at the person next to him. And the guy with him will give you a bit of a smile that doesn't really reach the eyes. I was just critiquing Charlie on some of his management recently. A bit personal. There was a reason we've stepped off to the side. Nothing for you to worry about, I'm sure. Best
Insight.
get back to work. Go for it. You get the feeling that that is not necessarily... If it is true, it's not necessarily the whole story. No,
You're a
also
robot for
tell he
me.
is
Hold on.
kind of trying to date.
Hold on. I can't hear you. You're a fucking robot.
Sort of pressing him. As he says that, you see him shoot, and sort of else can be said.
Shit.
Do I still
can't-
need to stream
Can you hear
this
me?
map? Hello?
Yes.
I
No.
did not get any of that
Hello?
because you were a fucking robot.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one hearing
Oh.
that. I was like, what the heck just happened?
No,
Okay.
I think Discord just shit the bed for like a minute.
Yeah, it was everybody. I was like,
Okay.
wait, hold on. You're literally breaking up. I heard like every 10 words. of
Yeah,
what
I
you
need that again, please. I'm sorry.
So you can stop streaming the map now.
said. Okay, I was gonna ask, can I stop streaming the map? I think I was worried if that
Yes.
was affecting it.
Where did we get to? His response?
You-
His
He-
response.
Right after you incited that, you just cut out completely.
Okay. Yeah, you'll see the guy. Did you did you heard him saying that he was critiquing Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, you heard
Okay.
that part. That was-
So yeah, that insight you'll get. If it is the truth, it's not all of the truth, certainly. But you can tell he is very much trying to more than convince you whether or not that's true. You get the feeling he doesn't really care if you believe him. But he wants it to be clear that this conversation is over. And as he says what he says about getting back to work, he will turn and sort of saunter off before waiting for a response.
Oh,
After
big
shooting
man.
Charlie a bit of a glare.
Rory kind of is gonna just flat out ask Charlie, who is that?
Father Raynar, the other head priest for the Divine Sanctum.
Rory kind of looks to Charlie, still not knowing his name, goes, and you're also a priest?
In a sense.
Rory
Echo.
kind of,
Go ahead.
as a Rory kind of just squints his eyes, going, why does this not ring a bell? Just not out loud, he just kind of thinks of it.
Can as the dude's walking away, Echo Echo will actually stand. She will her feet are planted on the ground.
Okay.
And her head has this tilt. And she will like go, "Ooh, big man," hiding behind Faith. Basically, I want to do words of terror.
Okay.
On the priest? Oh.
Basically like
Like a taunt, but not a taunt?
it's that you won't find it there.
Yep.
And basically also says, wonder how your god will look at you when it comes time for your death.
Bruh.
Oh.
Bruh. Damn.
Rory's just sitting there, mouth agape.
She has this very empty look in her eyes too. It's the last one.
No, I was looking at your spell save DC.
Okay.
Yeah, so you say that. And you will see him pause ever so slightly and turn and give you a bit of a smile before he walks off.
Okay.
Can Rory do an insight to this whole interaction?
Sure. No.
Rory's just gonna go like, "What the hell's
Rory's
happening?"
like talking to Charlie while this is happening, I imagine. He didn't even notice.
Rory's just going like, "So Charlie, what's going on with you?" Trying to figure out who Charlie is.
I can't remember where I've seen this guy before.
Yeah. He's focusing more on Charlie than what happened over there.
Mhm.
You heard Echo talking. Is like, probably saying like something nice or something.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Charlie has like his mouth agape while that's going
Charlie,
on. Charlie fearing for his life.
give me you got your nat 1 on the insight on that interaction, but give me another insight.
On Charlie?
Yeah,
It's because we're just assuming that he's been talking to Charlie the entire time.
Yeah.
Can I give him inspiration? Please.
Rory's just really bad at reading
Yeah, sure.
people, despite being cautious of people.
Okay,
apparently.
you have an inspiration.
So do I do it again?
You would.
How does bardic inspiration work? I forget every
fuck.
time.
And I don't have it.
I'll get a
Fucking
D4.
You add it to your whatever you rolled,
Is it a D4?
fuck.
whatever her bardic dice is.
Okay.
Why did I mark I marked inspiration on my chart before. Why was that still marked? Do I still have
No.
it from before?
Yeah,
Or
you
no?
did.
You did, but
did,
it would
but
have ended.
It's a D6, I think.
a D6.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is Echo trying to look at Rory trying to with this something?
If you see her, she hasn't turned, but her eye just kind of instantly flashes to you. Like
Yeah.
she's side-eyeing you basically.
So we're doing an insight with a
So
plus
just roll a D6 and then it'll get
And
added
what?
onto that.
to the 9.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 4.
Nice. You can see even as he's talking to you, he kind of keeps glancing in the direction of the Father Raynar. He looks a little bit nervous about something.
Yo, hey! Rory kind of like waves in front of his face. You okay over there? You seemed kind of on edge since we've been here.
I'm all right. Just a stressful time of year is all.
Stop lying.
Rory
He
snaps his
frown-
head
he
like,
frowns at you.
what? Rory's like, what? Echo, you can't just tell people they're lying. Are you lying, sir?
He'll
Rory-
clear his
Rory
throat.
Rory kind of cocks his head and like looks at him with big eyes.
Father Raynar and I have our differences, but nothing to worry
Apples.
about yourselves about.
Rory just goes, couple spat. He nods.
That didn't just seem like differences.
Rory just goes, maybe they're actually like having an actual couple spat.
No.
Is that Charlie saying no?
Yes.
Well, but then why would you guys be like weary of each other then? You guys clearly work together.
He'll sigh, kind of awkwardly scratch the back of his neck kind of thing. Well, how to explain this? Here in the Sanctum, all walks of faith are accepted. We all come together under the Divine Arbiter. There's really no need for petty quarrels in the city, given that we're cut off from all of our gods equally. However, some feuds run deep. That's all I can really say on the matter for now. Did you all manage to find the key that I sent you for?
Rory just points to Echo.
Echo kind of gets in his face. Like, she's floating, but she is like directly like in his face. just kind of studying him, like the empty look is still in her eyes. Does it for a little bit too long. Takes the key. Holds it right next to her face. This one?
He'll meet your gaze not aggressively, but unflinchingly. And then when you hold the key up, he'll smile. Yes, thank you.
Still kind of
So
stares
what's
him
the
down.
golden bottle do?
Oh, Roy just hears Gurn say, then go, "Oh right, yeah. What's with the golden bottle down there?"
Oh, it's a ceremonial item. Made of gold. There's not actually anything in it. It's just in the shape of a bottle.
Why is it in the mirror then?
All of you guys give me insight checks again.
I don't like that we're doing so much insight.
I'll definitely do that.
Rory rolled a 7. Oh my god. Homer is on a roll today. God damn.
Dude, what is fucking Roy's stats?
They're fine. It's just their rolls are
That's just how I roll.
incredibly bad.
Like that one day I rolled really well. That was like the luckiest week I had because I did well in my gachas. I did whatever. But after that, it's just been like no. It only rolls well when it's gonna be very nice for plot.
Gurn and Homer, the two of you would notice as she says that, a bit of a concerned frown flashing across his face for just a split second. And he'll kind of clear his throat and go, the mirror shows the room in a certain state. Even if you were to move anything, really, it would retain the same reflection. Allows us to keep things in order, if nothing else.
Rory just spurts out, "Oh, so if we put the bottle back, then the room reflection would be like normal then."
Right.
Does
Am I-
anything happen when you put it back?
No, of course not.
Insight.
Go for it. Fucking Christ, man.
Echo is like not letting anyone lie today, apparently.
Yeah, probably a lie.
Lying again, huh?
He'll just frown at you. Well, I believe payment's in order. And he'll rifle through a bag and give you all your coinage. I believe it was 2 gold each.
Yeah, we
add your monies.
we didn't get a free meal today.
Hey, hang on, we're not done yet. As he hands you those, he will actually mention that the people upstairs are getting ready for lunch. Feel free to join them. Help yourself and whatnot. And then say, well, I must be off. And he'll head down the stairs that you guys just came up rather swiftly.
Where he goes, "Oh man, I want to ask about the weird windows."
I
And
mean,
then
you
starts-
follow him.
Something seems weird. I don't know, everyone seems like they're on edge today. Rory just shrugs and starts heading towards the stairs upstairs.
Quill, did you give me 2 other extra gold?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Yesterday, Tyriad paid you all for dealing with the dinosaur.
Sweet.
And Echo and Rory distributed it to everyone
Yes.
when they got home. So
That's doubly taken.
I don't know if I added that to mine.
I added it to yours, I believe.
Okay.
huzzah! Yo, now knowing that gold means like $100, we all got paid $200. Jesus.
Yeah, that was supposed to be for working the full day, but he wants you to leave.
Good.
Yep.
$200.
Yeah, as you head up,
Gr-
you'll see... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Gurn will glance at Echo. So we're following him, right?
She kind of gives you like almost a robotic like movement as she like looks down. Do you care to?
I kind of want to know what the bottle does. Also, knowing that there's a cult here, anyone in robes I want to shoot. But that's just me.
You do as you wish.
I'm surprised Echo's not going down there then. If Rory already left. I'm saying this out of character. So
Echo will probably turn into a cat. And she won't actually follow you guys. She will beeline it for
the other priest?
No, she'll beeline it for outside of this place.
She wants out. Yeah, Rory went upstairs to go eat. What's Homer doing then?
Homer, it's what, like afternoon, morning?
Getting around noon by now, I would say.
Okay, I mean,
Well, then, if they want us out that badly that they paid us so we would leave.
Yep.
yeah. Homer's, I mean, like, Echo's still going to the grocery store, right?
I mean, she's going towards the doors. You don't know.
As a cat.
Echo is turned into a cat and is vacating the premises.
Oh.
Rory is going to go eat the free sandwiches that are upstairs.
He heard food, and he said, and he heard free meal. So he went upstairs and just get food.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, in that case, I think, no, free food, no. Homer's definitely following Rory. Homer's going to get those fucking free sandwiches.
Also, like, Rory did not get on any of the tension that happened during this whole fest. So Rory's like, I don't know what's wrong
Well,
with
that was
everybody.
weird. Yep.
I'm just gonna go eat.
What's
Like,
going
everyone
on?
seemed weird right now. I'm just gonna go eat.
Everyone's just off. Maybe because, like, the holiday is depressing. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Homer knows what the fuck's going on, but he all on his strangely smart, strangely stupid brain is the
The street smarts is overworking right now. You never turned down free food.
Yep.
Is Gurn actually gonna sneak down back there to follow the guy though? Then
What's Gurn doing?
Gurn's gonna watch Homer walk up the stairs. Look at the other stairwell. Look back at where they went. Quill, can you give me a wisdom check?
Sure.
You roll me a wisdom check for me.
14.
14.
God, I want to do it, but I don't know if he would.
Yeah, why'd you roll a wisdom roll? Are you saying like, what do you think it's wise to separate in this condition, or is it more?
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking? And if so, was the high that he goes, or was the low that he goes? Like, which would it seem like the not wise option? Going downstairs alone, or going upstairs and ignoring it?
Uh, he's gonna go where the priest went.
Sounds like a wise decision.
Are you following Charlie or the new guy?
Sorry, go where Charlie is.
Okay.
Back downstairs.
Okay, are you trying to be sneaky?
To start, yes.
Okay. I will roll you a stealth check then. 17 is pretty good.
Ooh. It's weird that I'm excited for a solo Gurn session. Solo Gurn adventures, let's go.
Okay, you'll head back down the stairs, poke back through. There's not really like a proper door, I imagine, just kind of an archway that opens up into that room. And as you peer in, you will see Charlie at the desk, and you'll see him pocket both the golden bottle and
No.
you'll see him lock the desk drawer
The
and then
TV
pocket the
is
key for that as well.
too scrumbly, too.
And as you sort of peer in, without even looking up, you'll hear him say, "Hello, Gurn. Did you forget something?"
Oh shit.
I wanted to ask if you heard of a cult around.
He'll kind of straighten up, look at you for a second, start kind of casually walking back in your direction towards the doorway there. And he'll sigh. I have heard quite a bit. The rumors are becoming rather a bit of a problem.
A problem as in something should be done. Or...
Well, if I could pinpoint concretely that there's any grounds to any of it, I would say yes. As of right now, it's mostly just a strange sense of false hope I think some people are starting to develop. Being separated from the gods and the divine realms can be difficult on, those like myself who have come to rely on it for so long. The divine arbiter can really only provide so much comfort, as it were. Some of them are starting to get ideas about some other force in the city that can give them powers or something. And as he's saying this, you see he looks just like really sad.
I don't see why people trust power from other stuff.
if there is actually anything able to provide some form of divinity beyond the Arbiter. I've yet to see any proof of it, but that doesn't stop people from believing. From what I've heard in the confessionals, and I would ask that you keep this between us, and you'll see him kind of glance at the staircase, sort of making sure no one's nearby. They're professing faith in something they refer to as the Undying. It's a divine spirit, I suppose, is said to reside in the city somehow. The idea is that, unlike the rest of us who wish to get back to where we can contact our gods, the ones who follow the Undying want to stay here in its realm. He kind of shakes his head. It's all nonsense, I'm sure, but some of the more advanced of the clergy seem to be getting roped into it.
Probably like partway through that, Gurn will kind of like freeze for a second, and then the more he talks, the more he's like looking somewhat panicked.
He'll probably pick up on that and sort of finish off with a, well, it's all just wishful thinking, I'm sure. Like I said in the...
That's how it starts.
kind of frown a bit. In the 504 years I've been here, after this occlusion started, there's never been anything to suggest that any semblance of divine power can come from anywhere other than the Arbiter. It seems impossible, really.
So did the world ending. And yet that happened.
You'll see he kind of looks sad and a little bit surprised and sympathetic. Kind of silent for a second. Well, we have a good team of people to keep an eye out for any potential threats, divine or otherwise. Your team will be helping with that, so... Is Administrator Shadowbane having you look into the cult at all?
Not that I've been told.
I didn't think so.
I have history with cults.
I see. If you do come upon anything of note, please do let me know. Some proof, either way, would be nice.
does it do anything cool?
Hmm.
The bottle. If you put it back, does it do anything cool?
I am going to roll persuasion for you.
Five.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ! What are these rolls tonight?
I thought Rory's rolls were
Your
usually
fault.
bad. But
It's your
like,
fault. You're rolling for me.
Well, no, it's. I'm not even reacting to that. I'm reacting to my roll that's hidden that you guys can't see. That's a nat 1.
Oh, yay!
Okay.
Yay!
You'll
That
see-
roll was a 5, and the beat's a not
See, that's
one.
proof. It's your fault.
Yep,
Let's
yep,
go.
it is. I mean, all of my NPCs haven't rolled above like a 7 tonight, man. Except for like the one that Raynar did.
Oh shit. Okay.
You'll see him look kind of conflicted for a second. And then give you a bit of a smile. I suppose it's a key as well, in a sense. But one that's very important not to get into the wrong hands.
Grin will just kind of nod at that and keep going.
Unless there's much else, he would probably thank you for your help again, and then say that he needs to get back up because he's sure someone's looking for him, kind of thing.
Okay, Grin's just gonna walk off towards the food.
All right. So yeah, the three of you will enjoy the free meal. Echo, what are you up to?
Probably having a panic attack outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she stay in cat form while having a panic attack?
Yep.
Puss in Boots moment? Panic attack?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Wow.
Except this time no one's there to watch her do this. Because no one knew this was happening.
Yeah, she's just there.
Will we eventually come out and see her there, or
Or you would just kind of waiting for them,
Yeah.
aside from the panicking. Okay, then yeah, once you guys are done with lunch, you'll probably head out and... I imagine also you guys would probably be eating lunch at like tables that they have set up outside.
possibly? I actually don't know.
Yeah, by the time you're ready to go, probably wouldn't be that hard to find her. Maybe she would, if Echo would like wander back a little closer when she's calmed down, I don't know, but...
So, does any of us recognize panic attack in Echo when when we're approaching?
Give me insights. Let's see. Rory has rolled a 15. Gurn has rolled a 7.
We're just waiting for Foley then, right?
Sorry.
Yes, you're good.
Come on, roll 20.
She's got to think about it.
Come on, bro.
If it doesn't go through, if you've had the app open for a while, you might need to restart the app, just so you know that I have to do that constantly when I'm using my phone.
Ooh, 12.
Okay. I don't know how obvious it is at this point. I imagine Rory would have the best chance of noticing something's up. Probably not Gurn, though. Gurn's in the middle of his own panic attack.
Yeah.
Um, probably see probably see her shaking a little bit. I don't know how cats have fucking panic attacks, but like shaking,
That's
like
why I asked.
heavy breathing.
That's why I was asking, does it look like
Yeah,
Cousin Boots panic
probably.
attack?
Probably. Let's be real.
Rory just kind of sees Echo and goes, hey, Echo, what's up? You look shaken over there.
She won't answer or anything.
Rory kind of reaches out his arms and in a more like do you need hugs sort of thing. Not saying anything, just reaches out his arms.
He does that. She goes to hiss, but like quickly like stops herself.
Rory just goes, if you need to, the offer's here. Otherwise, climb on my shoulder, just hang over here for a bit. I won't pry.
Gurn, oblivious to all of this, will just walk up, pick Echo up, and set her on his head, and then keep walking.
Oh.
Rory goes, oh, okay, never mind. He looks over to Homer and goes, grocery store?
Homer will just kind of down and kind of drop his thumb towards Echo and be like, what's going on with her?
Rory kind of looks sullen and goes, not too sure. She looks shaken up, but everyone's been weird today. And so something's up with her. Do you have an idea what happened in there?
He'll kind of just Rory's asking like what happened between the priests, right? Or
Yeah, well, just in general, everyone's been weird since we've been in the room. So yeah, with the
Homer
priest, yeah.
has like a dark look on his face. And he kind of like mutters like, can talk to you about it later.
Rory just kind of nods. So something serious did happen while we were there. He also looks over to Gurn and Echo walking away. Also, isn't he or has Gurn been a lot more quiet since we left that room? Or
Yeah, you got a point. I kind of answered my own question there. He shakes his head. Oh, he kind of like realizes what he sticks his own head out of his gets his own head out of his ass, and you kind of realize what Echo's going through, and then he's like, oh, damn. Well, didn't know, huh? Homer will say something along the lines of, wow, Gurn's a really good friend, mistaking Gurn's lack of emotional intelligence for emotional intelligence.
Rory still doesn't understand what happened.
Also, y'all, I'm really sleepy.
Oh, it is 11.
We are leaving it with you guys, leaving the Sanctum. So
And so everyone's just with Rory and Homer's conversation about Gurn and Echo being panic attack traumatized. Got it.
yep.
That was interesting, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot worse, but like Rory, I have no idea what the fuck happened.
I want to point out, even if Gurn rolled a high insight at the end to notice Echo panicking, it'd be the exact same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
It is very interesting. I love that, like, everything's playing out the way it is, but I'm like, God damn it. This literally did not pan out the way, like, Rory's character in general is not panning out how I thought it was going to pan out. Because Rory's supposed to be very wary of people and stuff like that, but Rory, you cannot perceive shit for people. Holy crap!
He's been on the run too long. He forgot.
He forgot how people behave or something. It's holy crap. It's like, yeah, this is normal behavior for people. Every single time I need him to, like, dig a little deeper and interpret. I mean, I love it, but I also, like, damn. Rory, you're supposed to be emotionally intelligent, and no, you're only, like, inquisitive when, like, something seems off. And everyone's already investigating it.
Oh,
But I love
Rory,
it.
my sweet summer child.
I love it, though. It's great. It's
All right,
defying
well,
expectations.
I go to bed. I'm glad I was able to join.
Yeah. Thanks
Rebel
for
another
being.
session.
And we are still have the dinner for later. Woohoo.
Have the dinner.
Bye,
Yeah.
Holly.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
night, guys.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.